Hey everybody, Dean Graziosi, and welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. I hope you had an incredible Christmas, or the best it can be, or your holiday season is going the best ever before in your life, and we're heading into the New Year's. Depending when you see this, it could be a little bit before or right on New Year's. And this is the time we all start thinking how to clean house and set new goals and New Year's resolutions. And I just want to make sure that I give you everything possible to make 2016 the best year of your life. And I know we can do that. And I want you to think about something today that hit me hard because of one of my students, Matt Larson. I want to talk about that in a minute. He's my most successful real estate student. Guy went from machine shop worker and broke to doing thousands of real estate deals, generating millions and millions and millions of dollars. It was last year or the year before, he paid income tax on about $1 million. That's not money, just gross money. That's the money he got to keep. Incredible guy, and took his life to a whole nother level. We'll talk about that in a minute, how he sparked this conversation. But let me ask you this. Do you learn more when things go wrong and there's problems and it's complicated? Or do you learn more when everything's going right? I want you to think about your failures. You see, some of you are going through some tough times. Some of you will go through some tough times. And I've come to realize that they have to exist. You don't know short unless you know tall. You don't know cold unless you know hot. You don't know gratitude and fulfillment and next level of life until you fail and have failures and things go wrong. And when do you learn the most? I know I have my biggest breakthroughs when things go wrong because I have to find the solution. So if you're going through a tough time in your life right now where you're just kind of status quo, you can't look at that as like, wow, I'm here. Try to find a way to say, wow, I'm here for a reason, to learn, to grow, to get better. So that going into the new year, you know, everybody talks about New Year's resolutions, and we'll get to some great ones. But going into this new year, I have a plan for you. If you've ever desired to make more money, if you've ever desired to consider something new like real estate, or you tried real estate and it hasn't quite worked for you yet, I'm going to do something this first part of the year to deliver something so amazing that finally you get to that next level. Finally you see the past. And what sparked all this is Matt Larson, my top student. I got to tell a story really quick. Matt, 10 years ago, machine shop worker, looking down the aisle, looking at guys 70 years old while he's in his 20s and saying, wow, they're only making $1 more an hour than I am. This is my life. He had massive amounts of anxiety. He was reading books on try to calm down. He was listening to tapes to get rid of the anxiety. He just knew there was more for him. Maybe you've been there or there now. He got my book, got my courses, spent lots of money, and didn't give up, and did incredible in real estate. If you know the story of Matt Larson, he did so amazing that I asked him to come be a trainer to manage all my real estate. We bought probably over 1,000 deals together. He manages my real estate. He went out on the road and people paid him $20,000. You may have, for 3 days, and he rocked their world and got him in the game going fast. He's one of the best real estate investors I know. He's one of the best trainers I know and investors on the planet. But his rise since he started has been like a rocket ship. But guess what happened about 18 months ago? He went a little too fast. Had hundreds of deals all over the country, had $100,000 cost per month to pay all his overhead and his mortgages, and he made some mistakes. He went too quick. He trusted somebody who really let him down that was managing over 300 of his properties and stung him pretty hard. Well, guess what? He failed a little bit. He made a mistake. After an 8-year run, he had a bump in the road. Now, what do you do in a time like that? Turn around and forget it, say, I tried? Or do you dig in? Well, Matt dug in. And in that failure, in those things that went wrong, oh my God, we talked last week, he's discovered a whole nother level of real estate investing. He had a blip, and now he's coming back like a rocket ship in ways I haven't even thought of that work in today's market. Right now, when there's no other deals, he's finding the money and renting and flipping and wholesaling in ways most people would never have found. He wouldn't have found if he stayed on this steady incline. He said he wasn't searching for more. He said he kind of got lazy. He was just letting it run. But when he had that blip, he found a new way. When he shared that with me, I said, we have to share that. I need to give this information for my students who want to make more money. So right now, I'm working on it. I have no time. I'm not telling you when he's going to be here, but I'm going to get him down here in the studio so we could share. So be alert to it. But what I'm doing, something you've been asking for years, especially my real estate students, that I've never done before, I'm taking my whole film crew and I'm sending them up to Matt's, where he lives near Chicago, and we're going to film Matt in action, film him going through a deal. Film him finding a deal and negotiating, going to the banks and finding the money. We're going to do a day in the life of Matt Larson and pack it all in. You guys have been asking for it, but we're going to film that, and we're working on that. So if you've ever had a desire to make money anyway, I'm telling you it's real estate. If you're one of my students and you want to get Matt's next level, we're going to go film that. We're working on that. I don't know when it's going to be done, but I'm just telling you right now that if part of your New Year's resolution is to make more money, if you're one of my personal development students who got the winning state of mind or totally fulfilled one of my books, and you ever thought about a new way to make money, just stay tuned to my weekly wisdoms. I'll send you an email. If I can get Matt in the studio or we show him through the day in his life, we're going to get his wisdom to you somehow, so you have what he learned from his mistakes. And from taking all that, back to the original part of this message, is if you're going through a tough time or you failed in the past, you can't change that, but we can learn from it. We can grow from it. What do they say? The smoothest stone in the stream is in the roughest current. We learn from our failures. And if you can accept that, believe me, I go through my own and I still do. If you think everything's perfect, for me it's not. But when I look back, I grew the most when I failed or things went wrong. And living proof right now is my top student who went through a bump in the road, and he's twice the investor he was just 2 years ago because of things not being perfect. And I want to get that wisdom in your hands. So make sure to be on the lookout for emails or my weekly wisdoms so we can keep delivering the wisdom, the knowledge, the capabilities to take your life to that next level. And I want to wish you the greatest new year ever. And thank you for being a part of this DG family. Thank you for watching my videos every single week. And thank you for allowing me to share and be able to make, even if it's a small, impact in your life. I'm Dean Graziosi. If you don't have my books, go to deansfreebook.com. That's deansfreebook.com. You can get a New York Times best-selling personal development book and my latest real estate book, and be on the lookout for me getting that knowledge out of Matt's brain and into your head. I'll talk to you soon.